Hey guys, Coyote Tan here again, and today I've got something a little different for you. Unfortunately, this is the second time you've seen this format of tabletop, and I don't really want to get too far into this, but I have something new I want to introduce to you. It's actually born of an internet argument. Had a little argument about people recommending the Turkish handguns. Not a real big fan of Erdogan or Turkey right now. So I offered up Serbian guns, and that makes some people a little bit angry. And I actually found out about something I hadn't seen before, which is the M88A. And out of that argument, I bought one, and we're going to be taking it to the range and putting it through its paces. This is a brand new Zastava M88A. I bought it from Southern Ohio Gun, shipped it down here, picked it up from my FFL, and here it is sitting on my table. So I'm going to pop it open and show it to you. This comes in this nice little box here, with a little bit of owner's manual and propaganda for it. But the important part is the pistol. Comes with 2 magazines, which is important because the gun might be $219. I think I paid for that. Cleaning brush, neat little display box, or well, storage box. Anyway. We get that out of the way. So we got the gun here. I've already cleared it. It's still got a little bit of packing grease in it, so you hear it's kind of gritty. I haven't cleaned it yet. I haven't taken it to the range. I haven't done anything with it. So I wanted to kind of get my first impression of the gun on tape and in front of you guys before I took it to the range, so we find out what direction this goes. This is actually a pretty neat little pistol, but the spare magazines, you can get them, but they're $27, like I was alluding to before, which is kind of obnoxious because you've got a $220 gun and $27 magazine. So if I like this, it's probably going to cost me, I don't know, 4 more magazines. So that's not going to be fun. So anyway, before we get too far into that, you'll say, hey, that looks a lot like a Tokarev. Well, that's because it's a tiny Tokarev in 9mm. These guys are pretty well known for doing a full-size 9mm Tokarev. They're also known for having some surplus, the Yugo, obviously before Serbia, M57s, and then I think it's the 9mm is an M70A, and this is the M88A. So it's compact. And by compact, well, how compact is this, Coyote? Well, that is a Walther PP. This is my now infamous 1911A1, and I'm going to tell you, it's about as heavy, a little bit heavier, but it's about as thin. It's look at how thin this thing is. So I think this would carry very well. So if it works, it might make its way into my carry rotation. So I'm going to get the Walther out of here. And then there are some things I don't like about it. It does have a slide safety. I always prefer a frame safety to a slide safety, but it works. And there's also a magazine safety, and I hate that. They ruin triggers. It's just not something I like. And then just speaking of ruined triggers, triggers really not that bad. You can feel it. There's nothing here, and then you hit the wall, and that wall is right where the sear is. It's not that bad. The hammer, now that they got the hammer up for you, it's right in your face when it's down. It's like, hey, I'm single action. I am not ready to go. And it's actually quite easy to get. Most of you guys are going to be right-handed, so it's super easy to get. The safety's easy to get. I'm not wild about it as a lefty, but it's not gonna. It's not the deal breaker for the gun. That's for sure. So the magazines, you can see, very simple. The Tokarevs have their own feed lips kind of built into the gun. I'm hoping that's true with this 9mm, but I'm also interested to see how that's going to work with hollow points, because as many of you know, a standard 1911 often has to be throated to take the hollow points because it wasn't designed for it. But that's a controlled feeding process. Well, this, if the feed loops are built in the gun, I might be looking at another controlled feeding process. I have no idea if this is going to feed hollow points. So I'm probably going to feed this some Spear Gold dots the first day out after I get done putting some regular ball ammunition through it. The next video, hopefully, I show you guys is going to be me take both of these to the range again. You've seen this one, kind of a bad phone video. Hopefully you'll be able to see some higher quality video or just some longer, better shot video. But again, the torque rev lineage you can see here, not in just the overall shape and function of the gun, but also in our slide stop here. We'll do a takedown and cleaning video, I think probably after we do the shooting video. I am going to clean it before I go because it does have this heavier grease on it. But the sights are kind of tall. That's different. I'm not used to seeing that. I'm not sure I'm going to put up with that if I keep this gun. I might swap those out. They are dovetailed, although I'm not sure what kind. You can see the size of the dovetails being different. I'm not sure what size that is, but that would suggest I have the space to mill out a larger dovetail if I need to. But I might, I think it would be a handsome gun with some Novaks on it. I'm getting ahead of myself because we have no idea how it's going to perform. And the other thing I'd like to point out is that they have these target grips on them, and I'm left-handed, and it's really not obnoxious. I think for either hand, it's got the same grip going on, so I'm okay with that. It's got a very slim profile. It feels pretty good. I will say that it points a little strange because of the tall sights. If you're used to shooting with suppressor sights, you're probably rolling your eyes at me right now. But for me, I don't have anything like this on any of my guns. Even my target revolvers they're lower than this. So that's probably going to throw me off a little bit when I first start shooting. But I'm actually really excited to get this up there. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this little pseudo tabletop review of it. I want to get my first impressions of it before I shot it. And right now, I'm cautiously optimistic. So I'm hoping that as we move on with this thing, that I enjoy shooting it as much as I'm thinking I will. There's some kind of mark in here, like an inspector's mark, a number, but it's so that I'm not sure what that's about. But again, I think we're going to be kind of okay with this. I'm looking forward to shooting it and sharing my results with you guys. So I've taken up probably 7.5 minutes of your time, and I think I'm going to leave you guys alone. So thank you, and join me again.